What I have here is my Swiffer Wetjet. So why did I decide to purchase this mop whose defining trait is the ability to piss in front of itself? Well, I'll tell you. See, back in my old apartment, one of the walls was exposed untreated brick because I legitimately used to live in an old meat packaging facility. And that exposed brick, being untreated and all, was always putting off dust and it was always going on the floor. And it bothered me because I like to walk around, with my dogs out, with my toes, barefoot. And I tried sweeping, and I tried vacuuming, I tried making deals with the devil. None of it worked. None of it made the dust stop. So, finally I got this Swiffer Wetjet here for $25, and that let me clean up the dust, and I have mopped myself into a corner. So first, let's discuss the pros. Overall, it's pretty ergonomic. It's not that heavy. Even when the reservoir, this thing is full, it's pretty light to carry around. And it's got this fun flared handle, which is much better than a straight rod, as we all know. It also doesn't need to have a bucket. It has its own reservoir, and that's pretty convenient if you've ever used that style with a bucket and just a normal looking mop. This is just quicker, more convenient, makes you look cooler. But nobody's perfect, and the main con of the Swiffer Wetjet is really the company that makes it, not even the product. See, when I bought the Swiffer Wetjet, it came with like 5 of these single-use mop heads that you just throw away after one usage of them because they're just soiled paper towel at the end of it. And these reservoirs are non-refillable, so there is a lot of single-useness. But I found some ways around that. As you can see on my Swiffer here, I've got this green thing. This is a machine washable mop head. I got a pack of 6 of them for like $12 on Amazon, and they've gone through 2 years. These can be refilled, and I'm gonna show you how. All right, so laid before me is everything you'll need to get Big Swiffer to put a hit out on you. I mean, refill your reservoir. So you need the reservoir itself, you need your fiance's favorite mug full of pretty hot water, like almost boiling, and then you also need just some normal mop, soap, liquid stuff to obviously put in the reservoir. So first you take the reservoir and you're just gonna put it in the hot water. You're gonna give it a minute or two, you're just gonna let it heat up. You're then gonna take it out, and here's a key step that I'd like to recommend. Get a towel and wipe off the really hot water. It's a mistake you only make once. But once you do that, you should be able to kind of force it open. After a couple times, you probably don't even need to submerge it in water. I really don't anymore. I did it for the demo. You're then gonna take your mop liquid, and without spilling any of it on your freshly cleaned counter, you're gonna put some of that into the reservoir, and then you can fill the rest with water. I do like 1/4 this stuff, 3/4 water. You can do what works for you. And that's about it. Now it's time for a demo. First thing you're gonna wanna do is wet the floor. So you're gonna push the button and it's gonna spray out some liquid. As you can see, it's further than my ex-wife. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is spread that around till your floor is wetter than your mom after I cleaned her pool. And that's really pretty much it. I like to wear slippers when I do it because I have like hard treads on them. And one of the most important things about mopping is you really don't want to mop yourself back into a corner, and sometimes that happens. Now it's time for a breakdown. For job performance, I have met expectations. It's a mop that sprays water for you. It's not the second coming of Christ. It does its job. For ease of use, I've rated it as my grandmother could use it. There's 2 buttons. One of them ejects the reservoir. One of them sprays the liquid. Pretty easy. For price consciousness, I say good value. Obviously, it's not necessary. Is mopping your floor even necessary? I truly don't know. I use it all the time. It was $25. I've got my money's worth out of it. Lastly, for the cool index, it gets 6 out of 10 Nerf Super Soakers.